So we got a question from another one of our buddies who's ended up in the dreaded friend zone, right? And this is where a woman tells you that she loves you like a brother because she doesn't respect you like a man. You end up there because you didn't take action when the arc of attraction offered itself at the right time. You know, the attraction of a man and a woman, the attraction of opposites, yin and yang, if you will, come together through the arc of sexual attraction. Regardless of if you call each other friends or not, the fact is that you're drawn to each other because of sexual attraction in its many forms. What happens with that relationship is contingent upon how the people either get out of the way and allow it to happen or step in, either because of poor self-esteem, which is usually what it is, or perhaps you're already in a relationship. The arc of attraction is going to happen even when you're in other relationships. So if you're married or you already have a girlfriend and you recognize the arc of attraction with someone, then you suppress it. Well, not necessarily suppress it, but you transmutate it. I've spoken about this before. You don't act upon it. It's like, hey, I'd like to fuck you, but this is just not going to work. In the long term, me having sex with you is just not going to be a good decision. So you take that energy and you direct it elsewhere. The fact is that that's what's bringing people together. We might not be politically correct, but men and women don't just become friends. All right, they're attracted to each other and then they decide what they're going to do about that. Either we're going to have sex or we're just going to say, hey, I'd love to, but no. Or one of the people, the guy that ends up in the friend zone, gets cold feet, doesn't know how to proceed, gets in his own way, and doesn't take action when all opportunities have opened themselves up. So here's the situation now. They're friends, they go shopping for shoes together, they laugh and giggle, and then she goes and talks to another guy. And you're left there with blue balls feeling like, I'm dying for you here, and you just left me. Or every time we get together, you want to do girly stuff like shop for shoes and pocketbooks and, and talk about the boys that she has a crush on, right? You're a friend. So what do? Dude, you cannot be friends with her any longer. You're not friends. You were never friends to begin with. You were two people who were attracted to each other, right? Who wanted to have sex, because that's what brings people together, and you didn't take action. Now there's this uncomfortable, awkward relationship where you're giggling, but really you want to put it on her, and you're suppressing all this shit, and she's walking all over you. She's treating you like the bitch right now because she's carrying you around like a boy on a leash. And treating you like crap. And every once in a while she kind of like flirts with you, and this is according to what he says, flirts with you and kind of like, tosses the cheek and is like, too bad, because she knows that you're not aggressive. She knows that you're not going to take it. So you've got to eliminate the relationship that you're having with this girl right now. It's just not going to work because you're making yourself sick and she's playing with you. So without being rude, you literally have to just stray. Hey, I'm going somewhere else. Now, this is your opportunity. Once you've broken the bondage of that friendship, that so-called evil friendship, friend zone, when you've broken the bonds of that, you've got to assert yourself. You've got to make up for the damage. Do you understand? You've got to prove yourself again. And that means go and be with another woman. This time, fix what you screwed up last time. You screwed up last time and she's still draining you. She's still screwing you up. You gotta cut that shit off. She's draining your energy like a fucking leech. And you've already hesitated, so you've died. You gotta cut that off, stop letting her suck your energy, and go and find a new opportunity where you can take aggressive action. The arc of attraction is there. Move forward. You're allowed to make mistakes. We've all done this before. I've been in the friend zone before. I've made mistakes before. We've all made mistakes before. But you can't, by staying friends with her, you're remaking that mistake. And you're letting that mistake drag on, right? I know you love her. You have warm feelings towards her. But the only way this is going to work is if you cut that shit off and then make right with another girl. Now, here's what's going to happen when you make right with another girl. Number one, because it's always about me, self-centered Elliot. When I say me, I mean always think about yourself. What's happening to you is you're getting stronger where you were once weak. You were weak in your aggressive action towards the sexual, yielding of a woman, but now you're exercising that shit, so you're growing stronger, right? Boom, you've got the opportunity again, you exercise it. Hey, what does exercising do? It makes you stronger. So you're growing stronger in your ability to assert yourself sexually with a woman. Number two, hey, you get another chance. Like, you might find another woman, and it turns out like, dude, I'm so happy I met her. She's the one. She will always be the one, and you end up living happily ever after. And number three, she's going to see you acting like a man, and she's going to say, oh shit, he's got balls. I wonder why he didn't move his balls towards me. She's going to second guess herself, and she's going to come crawling right back to you, dude. She's going to want to know, what happened? You never tried that with me. So you win on multiple fronts. But I got to tell you, you got to take that leech off. She's a leech on you right now. Doesn't mean she's a bad woman. She's a bad person. But you didn't take the opportunity to get what you wanted. Now she's taking the opportunity to get what she wants, and that's to carry you around like a little bitch, making you do friendly things and never giving it up to you. So that's it, dude. Good luck with that one. Once you do it once, you do it twice, it starts to become a pattern, it starts becoming habit, you get stronger, and then you'll never end up in a friend zone again. When you find that you're a friend with a woman, you either cut it off or you're mutually agreeing that, boy, I'd like to take you, and she's like, yeah, I'd like to take you, but it's not appropriate. You're going to have relationships like that. You're going to end up working in an office, and they're going to be attractive girls, and you're attracted to her, and like you're both going to look at each other like drooling. But you're married, and she has a boyfriend, and it's just like, look, boy, I'd love to, but it's just not responsible. In the big, the reality principle, in effect, it's not responsible for us to do this. So you giggle and you move on, but you're not friends. You understand? So that's it. Good luck.